The touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw it. Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Minshew. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Like 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's brought
pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
45-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
31.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
44-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Minshew sets to throw. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Gardner Minshew, sacked. The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Minshew. And he's going to go down again.
Gardner Minshew.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they want to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down to the 36-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
16 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Murray. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
Field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
St. Gonzalez to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go one more.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
22 is coming, 22 is coming, not back. Watch the run.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, and they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Cardinals 20, Jaguars nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the slant, this is Chark. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there, 1st down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Murray's pass.
A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Running. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special. And they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. Now, after the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken in at the 11. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score Cardinals 29, Jaguars 7. Josh Lambo to kick.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
13 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Cardinals 36, Jaguars 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Buda Baker.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
Arizona.
Murray now to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Miles Jack with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
43, Jaguars 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he rifles one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He'll air this one out for Kirk, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
First down, Cardinals.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray going to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 4-yard.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Arizona.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On the ball. Alpha.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there, and now it's third down. Shotgun now from Murray. The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
59, Jaguars 13. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
2 yards on the
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Off play action, it's Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The safety, Budda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's looking like the first month of the season is going to be perfect for them. 4-0 now on the horizon. Here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll return.